The transatlantic slave trade is at the root of contemporary racism, intergenerational trauma, and structural violence. The effects of its legacies have impacted most communities worldwide. There's a pressing need for collective healing and racial justice.
The UNESCO Slave Route Project was established in 1994 to better understand the causes and legacies of slavery across the globe and to contribute to a culture of peace. It focuses on promoting inclusion, pluralism, and dialogue, and is dedicated to the cultivation of global citizenship.
The Guerrand-Hermès Foundation for Peace is an international think tank and research institute. For 25 years, it has been exploring meaningful pathways to positive peace, such as through healing collective trauma, human-centered education, and global well-being. In 2017, as humanity progressed into International Decade for People of African Descent, the UNESCO Slave Route Project and the Guerrand-Hermès Foundation for Peace joined forces, combining global reach to overcome racism with expertise in research, healing, and education. This partnership is guided by an international advisory board of experts in the fields of slave history, communal trust building, and racial healing.
Following 2 international symposia, one held at Georgetown University, Washington, D.C. in 2018, and one at the Royal Society of the Arts, London in 2019, 2 core steps were identified.
Step 1 was research to develop a conceptual framework for understanding the notion of a collective healing. Step 2 was a desk review to draw a roadmap for effective approaches to healing the wounds of slavery.
In the first step, the team proposed an understanding of collective healing as comprised in 4 interrelated processes directed respectively at 1. The dehumanizing acts of enslavement, 2. The harmful legacies of slavery on peoples and communities, 3. The separation and antagonisms between groups, and 4. The structural violence that sustains these.
Drawing on this fourfold conceptual framework, in the second step, a desk review was carried out to bring together diverse perspectives from thinkers, scholars, and practitioners concerning ways to address the traumas and the wounds of slavery and the enduring harms of its legacies.
In mapping out major existing approaches and practices of collective healing across these 4 dimensions, the desk review proposes that only by combining political and communal processes of collective healing can humanity rebuild caring, well-being sensitive, and just systems.
In particular, the desk review report underlines a number of key healing imperatives, including publicly acknowledging the necessity for truth-telling, atonement, and reparation, recognizing and attending to transgenerational and cultural traumas, restoring a sense of wholeness and dignity in our self-awareness, transcending binary narratives, and moving towards trust, mutual belongingness, and co-action. It further suggests that these healing imperatives must be supported by systemic transformation in areas such as economics, public health, law, and education.
Formally launching this desk review report offers an opportunity to announce an ambitious and exciting new initiative that aims to empower young people to implement racial healing programs in their communities. It also advocates structural change towards racial equity. Some of these activities will be carried out by establishing a UNESCO online academy that offers a fully inclusive educational environment. Through the UNESCO Academy, young people can develop critical capacities, challenge social and epistemic injustice, and further their leadership competencies. They will also train to become skilled healing workshop facilitators and engage in dialogue, mutual learning, and collaboration. to evaluate the effectiveness of collective healing programs, and to disseminate innovative knowledge, the partnership will create a UNESCO chair in educational transformation and collective healing.